Hello, I'm Mario Cucuta. You're watching my YouTube channel, and this is a Eugene deck profile. The ride line is nothing special. This allows you to build 6 soul, which lets you use one of our grade 2s once, which Soul Blast. Nothing else in the deck outside of Eugene himself. Soul Blast, so you have enough resources to resolve this twice a game, 3 times if you're really unlucky, but you're more than likely to deck out at that point. For grade 3s, these are the remaining copies of Eugene. It is important for you to Persona Ride, since that's your best way to break 28k lines and make magic numbers. Otherwise, your lines are always going to sit at 23 due to the grade 2. That gains 5k on attack. This is a surprisingly valuable card in the deck, which allows you to suck it in, get a soul charge, and a crit. So this most of the time helps me resolve Eugene a second time. I can call this off the top and get value as an attacker, as a soul, and then the additional crit. Overall, it's quite nice. You can put this behind Vanguard as well and use it as a rest target with one of the other grade 1s. So you can get the 10k, then just take it up for the crit. The last grade 3 I'm running is 3 copies of this order. I was experimenting with this at 1, 2, and then 3 copies. 3 is enough for me to see it, since this is just more a bomb card. I will use this against Bastion or any deck that I just want to nuke their entire field, because this is the only card in the deck that counterblasts except for one more. I'm not running any additional copies of this, even though if you want to play this in the main deck, you can tech this in and adjust some swaps. There's a lot of space here, and there's a lot of room for improvement. Your best grade 2 attacker in the deck, this is 15k, put an 8k behind it, it makes 23, 33 with the Persona Ride, 33 with any triggers, and this allows you to hit the magic numbers. This deck doesn't really make magic numbers, which forces you to rely more on control to gain advantage in tempo. But this is your best offensive card. This is the only card in the deck that Soul Blasts, and this can be swapped for this. Even though this is a counterblast too, I really thought about playing this because it soul charges. Since the Eugene ride line puts you at 6 soul, you can resolve this once if you see it early or later on, so that turn 3 you can use Eugene and you're not going to hurt yourself, because there was times in the city where I saw people using this and this actually prevented them from resolving Eugene's skill. This is a fuck spot for right now, and this can be changed into anything that you see fit. This is a nice defensive order just as a 15k shield. The deck and the overall changes in shield value really hurt, especially with other decks being able to make better numbers than you. This is just nicer to have the shield, especially this is going to make up for running draw triggers in the deck so that we can have higher shield values. 4 perfect cards, nothing to explain. This is your primary rest target for Eugene, since this will be rested and it can replace itself so that you can make a attacker. This is the only card in the deck outside of the grade 1 in the ride deck. If you choose to play more copies of it, that would be your rest targets. You can play this and swap it out for copies of this if you would like to, but this helps you secure your Persona Ride, since that is the only way for you to make magic numbers, so make your decisions where you see fit. As for the trigger lineup, I'm not doing anything special. I am playing a crit. I have the 3 draw, the 1 over trigger, and then the 4 heal. I have seen some profiles running front triggers, and that comes down to player preference. I don't prefer to play fronts. The crits, in my opinion, are more valuable, especially with Overdress being a very aggressive game if you're trying to just go 888 and bash your opponent in as soon as possible. Especially when you're trying to play Rush against something like Bastion, the crits just help you gain more tempo and close out the game faster. And that is my Eugene deck profile. Thank you very much for watching, and of course, I'll provide further links to other resources in the description. And as always, enjoy. Have a great day, everyone.